Are you among the thousands of women reinventing your life after 50? Well, stay tuned and meet one woman who has created a whole community of women in support of each other as they recreate their life after 50. Thanks again for tuning in today. I'm really happy to have Shivaun Palmer with us today. Shivaun, welcome to the show.
Guys, how are you?
Shivaun is the CEO and founder of Plaid for Women, which is an online digital community in support of women in the business of life. What does that
Oh,
mean, the business of life?
okay, Sokka, first of all, thank you. I'm so honored to be on your show today. We go back many years, so it's so great to reconnect as friends and have this opportunity. So as you well know, you can't talk to us girls just about business, right? So we've got kids we're dealing with, spouses, financial issues, and so forth. So we have bloggers from all over the country that focus in on really key issues for women.
In terms of the challenges in reinventing life, I know that, from my perspective, our perspective, there's an awakening that happens after 50. Are you feeling that you get a lot of questions or challenges your way in that direction?
No, absolutely. Years ago, when you say you were 50 plus, people were ready to put you into a nursing home. But that is not the case today at all. I mean, women are really taking much better care of themselves now. And so when you hit 50, you tend to reevaluate your life either from a career perspective or a relationship perspective. And as I was thinking about this, myself starting another career at age 50 with Plaid, I have several friends that have really done some major reinvention of themselves. I wanted to share a couple of examples. I have one friend that blogs for us, and she had been married for many, many years, went through a pretty devastating divorce. And interestingly enough, over the course of the divorce process, she was working with a private investigator. And she was so intrigued by the whole process as she was using a PI to take care of her own situation. She left a very lucrative career and became a private investigator. Also have a lot of women in their 50s that are leaving long-term corporate careers and wanting to do something they're much more passionate about. Another example of one of our featured bloggers, a retired Air Force colonel pilot, friend of mine, a Lieutenant Kim Olson, and she is now, she's become a vegan and she's growing, clean food out west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So she went from being an Air Force pilot, retired from the military, and is now pursuing her passion, growing very healthy, sustainable food.
I do. I love that. You take what you learned in your young life and now somehow transforming it to apply it to something that's more meaningful to you. Uh, I think you've done that. You, of course, were in broadcast and media, and here you are creating a whole new media platform. What what is something that women who are wanting to do the same? What advice can you give? Here's something that you absolutely need to do or not lose sight of in order to recreate or reinvent your life after 50.
Well, I think that's an excellent question because, like many women, myself included, you get so involved with family and taking care of other people, being in relationships maybe you shouldn't have been in as long as you were, and then you hit 50 and you start to do this reevaluation. One of the things that's really come to the forefront, we're very committed to in 2017, is really teaching women to be financially literate and to really take hold of their money and their investments, not defer to husbands or partners, because being financially free gives you so many options to pursue many of the things that you'd like to do in this stage of your life. And the good part about 50 plus, many women are financially in a much more stronger position to have a lot of options to either change careers, maybe become an entrepreneur. But I think the main point is to, if you're going to follow your passion, to do a lot of research. There's the beauty of a lot of community colleges now. They're offering certifications in careers in 1 to 2 year programs where you can get certified and go out and do something that you were really excited about. With myself, the last 4 years, it's been fantastic, but there's been a lot of challenges, as you know, being an entrepreneur yourself, and you just have to stay fixed on the goal and keep pushing forward. So.
Yeah, see, that's great advice, Shivaun. And we will, if you want to get in touch with Shivaun directly and meet some of the great women on the platform, we will link to your site, Shivaun, as well as a lot of the different articles that you have. So people who are, like-minded and are reinventing, recreating life, get in touch with Platt for Women. It might just be a great resource for you. Shivaun, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Sokka. It was an absolute pleasure.
If you could do me one big quick favor and hit the subscription button that's floating around right here, or there's a link below me to subscribe to our videos. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.